So how did we get 17% over asking price?
How did we get the highest price ever?
How did we generate 18 offers to do that?
In 6 days?
Well, here's the story of 26936 Fallen Leaf Drive, and that's why Mike and Julie chose us, the Bishop team, your #1 realtors here in Moulton Ranch, to sell their home.
I'm Vickie.
And I'm Jim, and we are with the Bishop team. So Mike and Julie lived in their home for 30 years. They were original owners. We had known them for about 20 years, from the neighborhood, from open houses, marketing, garage sales, helping them with...
Watching their kids grow up, really. So for 20 plus years, we've been friends with Mike and Julie, taken lots of phone calls, lots of fun times with them, answered lots of questions like...
Some of the questions we get from Mike and Mike and Julie and neighbors are, do you know someone who can help me with my roof? I need to get my house painted. I need a contractor. Those are the type of calls that we get from friends and neighbors and clients, and we're always there willing to help as much as we can.
Owning a home takes a lot of energy and effort. Since it's our profession, we have all of these contacts that we can help anybody with, and we do that throughout the years, whether you're selling, buying, or maybe you just have a friend that you want to refer to us, but we have contacts to be able to help you out in your home ownership. So we built that relationship with Mike and Julie, and then one day, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, this is Julie.
Oh, hey, how's Mike?
Oh, Mike's good, he's on the golf course.
Yep, that's Mike. So, what's going on?
Jim, it's time for us to sell. We're done with the house. We've raised the kids, we're original owners. Can you come over?
Yep, we'll be right there.
So that's what it is, man. We went over, sat down, and started the conversation as to what are Mike and Julie's plans and goals and where they're gonna go.
We worked with them very closely, got the schedule going so that we could maximize the market, the exposure, and selling the home.
For example, in their family room, they had an amazing built-in for the television. And it was a dark, kind of oak, mahogany type of color. And we wanted to paint that out, to paint it white, just to be in line with what today's buyers want. So when they were up for a week visiting the kids in the northern part of California, we had the painters come in and we painted it out white. Spectacular. They came home, everything was done while they were gone, and really it looked fantastic. When they got home, they were like, whoa, why didn't we do this when we were still gonna live here? But those kinds of things are important in being on target and on goal with each other as to how to get the property ready and how we can be there and you can be there, and we do it together in the timing that works for both to optimize. Mike and Julie had great furniture. They'd been in the home a long time. They had a lot of furniture. So Julie and I went through the house and we went room by room by room, and I made a checklist for her that said, these are the pieces that we're gonna keep, these are the pieces that we aren't. And got the house staged up with what they had, added some really neat touches in regards to pictures on the wall, taking some things down that were dated and putting new look up for the year 2022, and really made it look spectacular.
So when we looked outside, there were some things that we wanted to do. Mike, being the retired gardener type, trim the trees, clean the pool tile. There was an area that had not been used that we weeded and put in some bark and gravel just to kind of make it a little prettier. And got the yard looking pristine.
Once the yard and the house were ready, we brought in our digital team and our content creators who have worked with us for over a decade so that we could do our 3D imaging of the house, the Matterport, the drone, our still photography, all those things that make so much sense. And really, it takes us about 5, 6, 7 hours to get that dialed in correctly so that when we're ready to advertise it out, we have all the pieces that we need.
Once we had those pieces together, we literally got tens of thousands of impressions and views of Mike and Julie's home so that we were able to expose it to the most amount of buyers.
So it's not just about getting the pictures and getting the content and getting the creation of the home. It's really, what do you do with it when you get it? And that's what's really important is let's get the tools. Now let's use the tools. Let's put them out there. Let's get your home all over the place, all over the world, not just California, not just the United States. We go all the way out to other countries and cast that net out with the tools that we've created that are so sharp and so nice and catch your buyer. So where did our buyer come from?
One such buyer wasn't even thinking of Orange County, but we advertised to them. They decided to drive down to some place called Laguna Hills. They looked at the house, they fell in love, they made an offer, and they are living in the house today.
So it's open house time, and boy, are we gonna have fun. Let me tell you, we are ready. We've got the tools, we've got the wine. Oh my gracious. First of all, when we were all set and ready, we opened the doors and it felt like Black Friday at Thanksgiving time. That used to be when people would like rush in the stores and people died because they got run over by grocery carts. They were all outside, these people that we had advertised to and cast our net out to, awaiting for our doors to open. So open flew the doors, in came the rush of people, and we had how many people at that open house, Jim?
So first day on Saturday, we had 200 people. The second day on Sunday, a little slower, 175 people. Now, some of those were repeats.
We want for people to really feel comfortable in the home. And if they've been in the home and they're going to write an offer and we have an open house the next day, we really encourage them to come back. And we tell them, hey, we're gonna be here for 3, 4, 5 hours. Tomorrow, if you're available, come back, stay the entire open house if you will, please. Feel comfortable, go out in the backyard, sit by the pool, hang around. We've got some wine for you, some tequila, we've got cookies, tacos, whatever we have going on that particular day. But make yourself really comfortable and feel what it is like to be in this home at different hours of the day and learn who some of your neighbors are. You roll with what's going on that day and you just have a lot of fun. That's why we enjoy what we do. The next step is follow-up and offers. Jim, tell us about the offers and the follow-up that happened at this house.
Sure. So as we followed up with all the people that had been coming through the home, we identified the ones that were interested, encouraged them to go ahead and write offers, provide their proof of ability to buy the house, whether it was cash or a loan, went through the offers in great detail, summarized that for the sellers, went through each of the offers, talked about the highlights, the low points, some of the offers, and helped them prioritize what was going to be the best offer for their home. Mike and Julie said, hey, look, we've got 18. We're going to respond to the top 5, give them an opportunity to maybe tighten up on their contingencies or put a proper deposit down. I can't close in 3 weeks. Can they do 4 weeks? All those little things. Put those offers out, get responses back, and then they made their decision of which buyer to go with. And then we started managing the escrow process.
So what's up next? We've got inspections and appraisals. And really, those are the 2 times that people are gonna be in the home primarily after an offer is accepted. So the inspection takes about an hour per 1,000 square feet, somewhere thereabouts, plus the pool. So keeping in mind Mike and Julie oftentimes being out of town and Mike being a golfer, we looked at their schedule, what works in their schedule. I mean, golfing a round of golf is a good 3 to 4 hours, right? So let's take that into account, get the inspector, line those 2 things up so that it's with as much ease as possible that they need to be out of their house for, anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on that particular day. That lined up, got that done. Same thing, appraisals are not that long. An hour? Yeah.
30 minutes.
Pretty quick, so that's easy to coordinate. But again, our intention is for our sellers to have things as smoothly and easily as they can for their lives. And looking at that calendar and how that fits in with your scheduling is important. We could not have been more happy with the sale of this home on Falling Leaf. Mike and Julie were actually just joyful, wonderful people who we've known for over 20 years, and representing them was such an honor and such a joy for us. In the process, we met the buyers, and again, we've transitioned a home from a really happy couple who raised their family there to a newlywed couple who is just looking to build a family. And that's really fun for us in what we get to do and see these changes in big life changes. So that's the story of how Mike and Julie got 17% higher than their ask price, sold in 6 days, walked away with big smiles.
Yep, so make sure you like and subscribe so you can keep up on all the greatest things in real estate. And
if you're looking to move or you know anybody that might be, we would be honored to help you and walk through that process with you. We're the Bishop team.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Vickie, and we'll see you soon.